That's it. Well, hello and welcome to the Jonathan Ross Show. It's Saturday night, and what a show we've got for you. Even I'm excited, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sweating like the cheddar up Anthony Thompson's jumper. I feel for him. Poor Anthony. Because we've all been tempted, haven't we? And I love a bit of cheese. Du pain, du vin. Do remember to pay for it. You've all heard the jokes, I'm sure, already. On Twitter, they said, if you are going to shoplift, do it more carefully, right? The son said, how dare we? I'm not going to add to that. Let's just wish him all the best, because he's clearly having a mental breakdown. Okay? Well, you're applauding a man in trouble, is what you're doing. Do you know how annoying it is at home when you lose the remote control on your TV and you can't find it? Well, there's a new telly they've got out, and I've been testing one at home, which can be controlled by your voice. It's going to solve that problem. You simply say the instructions, the TV hears it, it's a technology you've been trying out on phones, and it responds. As I said, I've got it at the testing phase, so you've got to be careful. I asked for more brightness, it switched over to QI. I asked for less colour, it put on Midsummer Murders. So you see... You've got to be specific. Finally, I just shouted, change, channel, change, and it gave me My Transsexual Summer. So everyone's a winner. Invention of the week is this. It's a home DNA machine. You can buy a machine to test your own DNA at home. It produces DNA on demand. It's like having Ryan Giggs in your house, OK? Just think what this technology can mean. You get one of those machines on Albert Square, each episode would only be 5 minutes long. Are you my mum? No. Boom, 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 boom. And finally, our Prime Minister, David Cameron, has this week boasted that he has completed every level of the game Angry Birds. You would think he would keep quiet about how much time he's playing on his iPhone when he should be sorting out Europe. David Cameron's not the only current world leader who's excellent at video games, of course, because Silvio Berlusconi is always showing off his Donkey Kong. And I'm not sure whether I believe David Cameron or Chubby Chops, as he's known in our house. I think he's just trying to get down with the kids, because I've seen the posters they're thinking of going with at the next election. So you see, there's one there. Which is just boasting. And then there's this one. And would you like to see my favourite? Yes. OK, let's have a look at the green room. Let's see who's on the show this evening. We've got some great guests for you. My first guest has brought more young couples together than WKD. It's the host of Take Me Out, Mr. Paddy McGuinness. Good evening, Paddy. Great to have you here. Nice to be here. Take Me Out is brilliant. You know, it's not an original idea here in the UK. It was based on a hit show in Australia called You've Pulled, Sheila. That was the original idea. Paddy McGuinness, ladies and gentlemen, I'm thrilled you're here. Thank you for coming on the show. OK. My next guest is one of the best-known actresses in the world. It is the wonderful, the beautiful, the talented Brook Shields. The lovely Brook Shields. Hi. I read, Brook, I don't feel that you can still get into the jeans, those famous Calvin Klein jeans you wore in 1980.
I actually can. They're much higher than I ever remember them being, and I have to lie on the floor and need some help. Some other people to help me zip them up, but I actually can get in them. You know, I'm pleased to say I can still wear my jeans from the 80s. What? As a scarf? Not
Brook Shields, ladies and gentlemen, she's on the show with Paddy right there. And now, here's a surprise extra bonus for you, a treat, I think. My next guest is an amazing musical performer. You won't want to miss. You won't necessarily know his name, but you will after this. He creates incredible sounds using just glasses and water. Did you see the TV commercial they were showing before Christmas? It's Petr Spatina, ladies and gentlemen. He doesn't speak much in the way of English. He's from Austria. Fortunately, I can communicate. So, guten Abend, Petr. Haben Sie some glasses mit you? And mag schnell eine demonstration of the music. Bonjour. Okay. Now, I know that on its own, one glass isn't that exciting. Okay? But trust me, he's got lots more glasses. Petr Spatina, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know whether you drink it afterwards. And more to come, because my next guest is one of the finest actresses this country has ever produced. Ladies and gentlemen, Emma Thompson. Emma Thompson. Who doesn't love a bit of Emma Thompson? Every Christmas in my house.
I come and serve drinks, don't I?
No, we watch Love Actually every year.
Oh.
Every year we watch it. And every year I cry at the bit when you get the wrong present.
Yeah.
She won't like me...
Bastard Rickman. Oh. I'll have him.
She won't like me saying this, but Emma is a national treasure, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh.
She's a national treasure.
Really?
She should be roped off at all times.
Is that a promise?
Emma Thompson, ladies and gentlemen. And we've also got some great live music here for you tonight from the fabulous Florence and the Machine. Thrilled to have you here. I love Florence and the Machine. The new album's fantastic. Can I just ask, Florence, which members of your band will be playing the glasses and which one the coffee cups? You know, I don't know if you've heard Florence sing, but she's got an incredible voice, a very powerful voice as well. First time I heard you sing live, you were at the Hammersmith Apollo, I think it's called, and I was 3 miles away in Shepherd's Bush. Florence and the Machine, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to the end of the show. OK. Now, if you're trying to lose a little bit of weight for the new year, I might have the perfect thing for you, which is these. These have just come out. OK, we've got 2 of them here. These are... It's a knife and fork. It's a simple idea. It's a knife and fork with dumbbells attached. You can get the full set. So it's a great idea, isn't it? So you're eating like a giant portion of steak and chips, guilt-free, because you... You would have a stronger left hand than the right hand, I think, but that's fine, because my right arm's much stronger than my left at the moment anyway, so you're... I'm right-handed. Put them there. Look at that. It's like an award. But what if you wanted to really go to town and you're pigging out and you want something like a massive chocolate brownie sundae for pudding, OK? So you got that. So that's taking care of the main course, right? You got something like that. It's not that massive. Here's the idea. This will burn up all the calories in there quite easily. It's a spoon that I've attached very cleverly to this. You see? So you can... The thing is, I do want to eat it now. I'll put it down there and explain that to the people who clean the carpets tomorrow. I'm taking this idea a step further with my new treadmill accessory, the Chocolate Eclair Sports Cap. OK? So you have a regular-looking sports cap with an eclair attached to the front. You put that on somewhere. You get yourself on your running machine. I've already given it to Paddy to try out to show you how this works. You see? Oh, right there. You see? Nicely done, sir. Go on. I'm going to clean this up while we get my first guest out. He's the host of one of the biggest shows on ITV on a Saturday night. Will you please welcome Paddy McGuinness? How are you, Paddy?
Very well, thank you.
You're looking
really
well.
Good, thank you.
Well. Hey, well, congratulations on Take Me Out. It's a 3rd series now, is that right?
3rd series, yeah.
Did you... when did it occur to you that this was hit, this was going to go on, and that you'd be in gainful employment doing it for a while?
I think, well, the first series, we did the pilot originally for Channel 4, and it went away, nothing happened about it. About 12 months later, I was shopping in TK Maxx for about... There's a problem. The producer rang me up and said, that show you did, that pilot ITV, want to do it on Saturday night? I said, send Vernon Kay best. All that carry on. And said, no, they want you to do it. And I was like, flipping heck. And I did it, you know, and being a comedian and stuff, you kind of get a bit of a chip on your shoulder, think you can do anything on TV. And presenting is a real skill, and I watch people like yourself and Dermot O'Leary, Anton Deck, Ollie Willoughby and all these people, and I kind of learning and learning and learning. As the show went on, it sort of got more popular.
Philip Schofield.
Philip Schofield, yeah.
If you don't mention Schofield, he'll be furious and he'll punch you in the face.
And Fred Dinage, lest we not forget. And it just kind of, you know, it doesn't take itself too serious. It's just a bit of fun. And I used to love watching, when I was a kid, people like Larry Grayson and Michael Barrymore before all that. You know, but he was good. He was good, Baron, but you can't take it away from him before he, you know...
Well, they did take it away from him.
They did take it away.
They very nearly took it away from me, but, you know, you've just got to be... You've just got to be careful.
No, yeah. But, you know, it's just... I used to love that kind of TV. I used to love telly. I could watch my mum on a Saturday night, what she'd laugh at and I'd laugh at. And now
Well, were you a fan of Blind Date? Did you like the original
Of course I was, yeah. I used to watch it with my mum at home. I loved it, you know. And it's a different game now, especially having a dating show, because it's a multimedia world. So there's Twitter and Facebook and all this carry on now. So things are instant and out there, and couples hook up a lot easier. So it's... I really enjoy doing it, though. It's a lot of fun.
So, who's been your favourite so far? Who've been the kind of the best people on and the worst people on, if you can talk about...
We've got a lad coming up, thinking about 2 or 3 episodes, and he just insults all the girls, but I mean uncomfortable. Yeah, really, like, bad. And his last girlfriend was Jodie Marsh, so that gives you the level.
And a bad experience.
And he just insults everyone, you know, but...
What kind of things did he say? Could you remember any one of them?
One of the girls I was talking, I said, he had these girls, and I said, one of these girls was an ex-Miss England. He went, well, it's not her for a kick-off. And it just things like that, and I'm like, oh, you know, but you know, I mean, it's quite refreshing to see a lad coming on being honest, because normally they're quite scared when they come on the show.
Well, of course, it must be terrifying, I imagine, to go down there and know you're going to be... You know, it's hard enough when you're out in a club. Yeah. Not that I remember those situations particularly, but certainly for a young man to go in a club and to allow the women to judge him, and I guess that's what makes it OK. You couldn't do that show with 30 men and 1 woman. That would be...
I don't think it'd work with 30 blokes, because blokes are just happy if the girl's breathing. So it won't work, but... I mean, even now it's the 3rd series, and I was on this current series, and it'll be on again in a few episodes. But one of the girls, a lad come out, a good-looking lad. You know, I thought he's going to do well. Yeah. 29 girls left the lights on. 1 girl turned the light off, and I went over and I said, "Why have you turned your light off?" She went, "Well, if you notice, he's got a bit of an unusual bend in his knee." So, you know, that's a woman's mind, John.
But you have, I guess, brought some people genuinely together on the show. The show's purpose is entertainment, but I believe some relationships have come out of it. Someone's getting married, is that right?
It is. Well, we've had a couple of engagements. Someone's getting married, I think, 2013. They're engaged at the minute. But that's nice, but it's like what we're saying about, you know, you know, Twitter and Facebook are great, you know, and I think it's a good thing, multimedia, you know, all these websites, but... they kind of... What happens with a show, they'll go on dates with someone and they all sort of get together in these little groups after, and then they kind of go, actually, I like the look of someone else on the show, and they meet, and that's what's happened with the 2 couples who've got engaged.
So they weren't people who sort of went on dates as a result of the show, but they met themselves at the...
They met through the show, yeah.
OK. What's this? You know, I hate to be critical of you or the show.
Right.
But the whole thing is built on a foundation of lies and deceit. Because every week, if you watch it, you see Paddy sends the couples who are lucky enough to mix up, to get together, off on a special day to the Isle of Fernandos. And I've looked on every map and and I cannot find the Isle of Fernandos.
It's like the Bermuda Triangle.
Is it? Do you send them to the Centre Park near Nottingham? Is that what it is?
No. It is a place.
Right. So, and does anything get? Do they ever? Does stuff? Does things...
Yeah.
Friction?
Yeah. If you'd have read the papers this week.
Well,
I
glanced at them, but I didn't read... I assumed there was a...
Well, you know, I mean, it's... You know, you get a group of young people together, that's what happens. I mean, if you can cast your mind back that far, John, when you're a young man, you know, this is what happens. But, you know, I think the show, as a Saturday night show, is quite, you know... I don't think it's seedy. It's quite entertainment, light-hearted.
It's fun. You keep it on the right side completely of that. Yeah. It doesn't feel that way at all. I'm not implying that at all. You're like the modern-day Scylla.
Thank you.
You're like Scylla with a terrible haircut.
Just because you're blessed with a luxurious
Well, is it because you're losing your hair? Or is it? I didn't realise that.
Thanks for highlighting that. Well, John, on national TV, I might get a Rooney done.
You should get the Rooney done.
I will do.
You know when he did it, they took the hair from the palms of his hands to put up there. You know that, don't you?
Get you.